What are tariffs? Well, it's simple. If you search it up on good old Google, it'll tell you tariffs are taxes imposed by one country on goods imported from another. While this is true, it doesn't go in depth on what tariffs actually are, and today we're going to do just that. Hello everybody, welcome to Better History. My name is Logan, and today we are talking about tariffs. Tariffs can be used in many different ways, but first I want to give you an example on how tariffs can work. So American manufacturers are selling cars at, let's say, $100 a piece, if only. But the Chinese enter the market and start selling their cars for, let's say, $75 a piece. To protect American manufacturers, the American government puts a 100% tariff on Chinese cars. This tariff obviously makes the cars more expensive and causes consumers to buy the American cars more. This can also cause the Chinese companies to buy domestic land to improve their sales, or the Chinese could retaliate with tariffs that make American exports more expensive, hurting the U.S. The increased demand for U.S. cars could also hurt the U.S. and force them to raise prices, which is bad. Now that you kind of have an understanding on the main way they can be used, let me quickly go over the other ways they can be used. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to list off other ways they can be used. In the example that I just described, I went over domestic industry protection, and I sprinkled in a little bit of promotion of domestic production. Other ways are revenue generation, trade negotiations, and it can be used as a political tool. Now, the U.S. is in a large trade deficit. We always have been. In March of 2025, the U.S. was in a $76.7 billion trade deficit. Due to this, Trump declared he would impose a 10% tariff on all countries starting on April 5th, 2025. At the time of recording, it is now October, and the stats show that the trade deficit at the end of April was down to $61.6 billion, which is one of the largest drops in American history of the trade deficit. Now, this is one example of tariffs working, but before tariffs take place, there is something called a pre-tariff import rush that drives up the trade deficit. The trade deficit in August was up to $85.5 billion, preparing for the upcoming tariff in August. And in July and August alone, Americans spent $20 billion on gold due to fear of a government shutdown, which we now see has happened, and a stock up of, if you may say, for fear of everything going up in price due to tariffs, of course. Tariffs will have bad effects, but some may not work at all. In 2018, Trump enforced tariffs on Chinese goods because he believed the trade practices between America and China were unfair for the American consumers. These tariffs led to retaliatory tariffs from China on American soybeans. This caused a 63% drop in exports in 10 months. It also caused higher prices for American consumers. Some tariffs work and some don't, as I just described in today's video. Many think that they can be the answer to Americans' economic problems, and many think they are bad for America. I'm in the middle. They can be bad, they can be good, but right now I definitely do think that we need tariffs to help bring us out of our huge debt, help bring the trade deficit up, but we need other things too. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and share. And of course, day or night. Have a good one.